How's everybody doing today? It's your boy Ryan, and I got a little bit of a special video for you guys today. So, I had a YouTube channel 6 or so years ago, and I made strictly Call of Duty commentaries. Yes, that's right. I was one of the several million children who decided to make cut commentaries when you're 16. And I thought, why not go back and look at some of these videos, because they've got to be rich with wise information that I imparted upon my 15-year-old viewers. So for the first video I thought I would look at, I'm only going to look at one because for some reason I decided to make 10-minute long videos. It's me giving life lessons about girls. Now at 16, clearly I know everything, so let's hear what I had to say. Alright, here goes nothing.
Hey guys, what is up? Here is the long-awaited Life Lessons episode numero uno. In the background, I'm just going to say this straight off the bat, is just, I think, 2 gameplays, and so that's why it's about 20 minutes long or so, just so I have a little extra time to talk, so I'm just going to jump straight into this. This episode is girls. That's going to be the topic of discussion for this episode.
Let's say it a couple more times in different ways.
Girls, they are the most confusing things in the entire world. They are more complex than a Rubik's Cube. They're like a Rubik's Cube that is impossible to solve. They play mind games with you. You never really know what they're thinking, and honestly, you never will.
Well, at least that's true.
I'm only 15 years old, and I sound like
15.
I'm trying to be like a psychiatrist or something, but I guarantee I'm not. I'm just speaking from experience and what I have gathered, my knowledge from this specific area. So, girls, you can't live with them, but you can't live without them. I don't know if you guys have heard that before. That's like an old saying, but it's true.
Very old.
Sometimes you get really mad at them and you're just like, man, I screw this. But then, then you like see them and you start talking to them, and then you just start falling in love with them again. It's just like it's a whole complex situation that everybody gets involved with. Now, my personal opinion, when you're talking to a girl and you're trying to, I wouldn't use the words get them to like you, because you can't force someone to like you, but
Real.
Catch their eye, if you know what I mean. So a couple things I do is obviously show them more attention than any other girl, but the number one thing is respect. If you're really respectful towards a girl and you're sweet and kind and you're just truthful and you're genuine and you don't fake your personality and try to be some cool tough guy, and then she invites you over to her house and you start watching The Notebook and you start crying and you use like 3 boxes of tissues, like obviously she's gonna realize that you're not who you say you are.
I don't know if that was on par, but that was pretty good advice actually.
Me personally, I just be myself and I'm really respectful.
Hey, been real since day one.
Don't say things to girls that you're gonna regret. Like, don't call a girl whore. Don't call a girl fat. Never call a girl fat. That's the stupidest thing in the world you can do, because they take it seriously. And
rightfully
my
so.
sisters are 12 now, and somebody called them fat. And one of my sisters actually thought she was fat, and she's like 70 pounds, and she's like 12 years old, like 5'2". Like, they're really underweight. And then most girls, that's how they think. When someone calls them fat, then they automatically think that they shouldn't eat, and then that's where like anorexia and bulimia come from. So that's just stupid. Don't ever do that. That's like the dumbest thing you can do. I've never called a girl fat, and I'm never going to, because
I don't necessarily know if that's true.
I can't even explain how disrespectful and rude that is. So don't do that. If you've already done that, don't do it again. Okay. And another thing is, when you break up with a girl, like I have several times, I'm not going to mention the number, but when you do it, still try to be friends with them. I know, like, the thing is, when guys like break up with them, I hope we can still be friends and blah blah blah, and that never really works out.
That don't
just,
work,
like, awkward,
dude.
and you don't talk to each other for like 4 months. But
4 months.
I like to be friends with my ex-girlfriends.
Oh, do you?
My just my last girlfriend that I had is like one of my best friends that's a girl right now. Like I talk to her all the time about pretty much everything. And
Who is this?
so you never really like have a different relationship with them when you're friends, and then when you take it to the next level it's a completely another different relationship. Like I'm in the process of getting a girlfriend right now, and when I was friends with her, we didn't talk about the same things that we talk about right now, but it's weird. It's really weird to explain.
About now?
But
Look how
I'm
happy
gonna
I was.
move on to
How
the topic
sweet.
of asking girls out. A lot of guys wonder how do you ask a girl out? What do you do? What wants to
Let's
make a
hear
girl
it.
say yes? What do you say?
Feels like a BuzzFeed
Honestly, my answer to that question is I don't effing know, because I don't even know how I'm gonna ask the girl I like out, and I'm planning on doing it tomorrow. I'm probably just gonna make something up and try to be funny. That doesn't work for everybody, obviously. It depends on who you're asking out, but I think it's just be polite. Don't be like, hey, yo, shawty, you wanna go hit up them clubs later? Like, unless you're black, that's not gonna work.
Oh my god,
so,
no.
That's just how I think about it.
What?
And
did I actually just say
when you
that?
ask a girl out, at this age, for at least me, I'm not allowed to date yet. So don't be like, hey, you want to go to the movies at 6 o'clock on Friday when you can't. That's like, you're asking a girl out, but don't ask her out to a date if you can't go. That's stupid. But I actually have talked to my parents about dating, and they said if I have enough respect and responsibility, then they will actually let me start dating.
When did my
at the age of
parents
15,
ever
which is
say
pretty
this?
ridiculous. They said I can like go to the movies with my girlfriend by myself,
It's
just like me
never
and her,
happened.
and then we can spend a couple hours like at the movies and like walking around and talking and stuff. Like at this age for me, that is just like heaven. That is just so nice.
I would assume so, yeah.
But when you go out with a girl on a date, like a real date, you take her out to dinner or something. You don't have to take her somewhere extremely fancy, unless obviously it's a specific occasion, like a 1-year anniversary or something like that. But you don't be fancy every time, because then they're gonna get used to it, and if you're not like extremely rich, then you're not gonna be able to provide that kind of fancy.
I mean, I kind of got a point there, sort of.
And stuff all the time, so
my heart was in the right place
ties
on
in
that
with
one.
Be yourself. Most people will act different around girls than they do their friends, and then they do around their parents. That is true for me. That is true for most kids. When I'm around my parents, at times I like goof around and I'm stupid and I'm disrespectful, but who doesn't really act like that around their parents? And when I'm around my friends, I'm perverted, and there goes my phone.
Kind of still am.
And I'm perverted, and I try to be funny, and around girls, I'm respectful. I try to be polite and
I'd say that's still true.
Obviously, I mean, duh. So that's how I act. But really, you should be the same person around everybody. But like,
good advice.
I wouldn't really know how to
actually
explain that into any more depth. But hopefully, you get what I'm trying to say. Now, flirting. Gosh, I don't know how many times I have gotten asked, how do you flirt?
Who is asking you?
Because honestly, it depends on the girl, it depends on the situation, it depends on what you're talking about, it depends what she said. Like, it's so specific. It's just like when the time is right, you do it. Because I had a friend in 8th grade who, because in 7th grade, I went out with 4 or 5 8th graders, and they were all like
big
really
player.
Attractive, and
oh my god, stay humble.
At least in my opinion, they were. And my friend was like, "Dude, how do you get girls? Like, what do you say?" And he's like, no offense to him, but he's kind of ugly. So I mean, you can't really help someone out unless he like.
I think I know who I'm talking about. Sadly,
that sounds really mean, but like, I don't know what to say. He liked my girlfriend, and he wanted me to get her to like him. I'm like, dude, I'm kind of going out with her. That doesn't make sense. So, I mean, I don't really know how to help someone out by giving flirting tips. It really just depends on, like, what's going on.
I think that's the end of
Don't
part
say
1.
you're hot, like...
So, I actually made 2 parts to this. If you guys want to see the second part, let me know. Other than that, that was kind of cringy, honestly. I haven't seen the second part in years, so I don't know how bad that is. But if you liked it, leave a comment down below. Hit that thumbs up button. And if you are new, go ahead and hit subscribe. And I will keep coming at you with daily videos. And other than that, keep it real to yourself and real to the world around you. That's all I got for you guys today. Peace.